Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well concerning the situation with coronavirus right now. I know that all over the world the situation is serious. Right now we're confined at home in Switzerland and we should not be going out. It's really difficult. And when I talked with the parents of kids that are living in our neighborhood, they're feeling the same. And it's really challenging for parents, especially if you have to telework. That means that you're working from home. So you're 24/7 with your child because the schools and the daycare centers are closed as well. Now Alex is at home as well, so we're all at home. There are positive things about it, I have to say, because it's nice to be at home, the whole family, and that's what we're trying to focus on. So in this video I want to show what we do, what is the day in a life of a family confined at home in Switzerland. How does it look like? I hope you will find it interesting, and wherever you are, please stay safe, wash your hands and follow the recommendations from your government. It can be very disturbing and challenging to stay calm, especially if you watch the news. So the first recommendation that I have is to stop watching the news. I know you cannot stop watching news totally because you want to know what's happening, but please don't watch them all day long because I find it's very depressing and you are feeding your mind with negative images and information, and then it impacts you as well because you will start thinking about what can happen to you. You will be more fearful and maybe acting from that space, which means going to a store and buying all the toilet paper and pasta and rice. And I understand that you are scared. We are all scared. We don't know what will happen, but I find it selfish to simply go and buy everything and then not to think about the others because simply you are not alone. So please stop doing that and find a way to calm yourself. Either by having a 10 or 20 minutes yoga session. You can find some videos on YouTube which are short and very powerful, or you can just do a meditation for 2 or 5 minutes depending on your time. I love guided meditations by Deepak Chopra. You can easily find his meditations online on YouTube or as a podcast. Just have a look and you will see that it's very helpful as well. There were several activities that we did with Chloe Sophia because she likes to do them, like gardening, which I think is fun because she learns to grow something and she's very happy and she feels empowered that she's supposed to water them. So that is a great activity that you can do with your children. we colored the eggs. I have a separate video about that because we tried different techniques, but just for now I'll say decorating your house for Easter, even if you may be confined at home, it will take your mind off things that may be a bit depressing or are putting you down. Chloe Sophia loves to color, so we have many coloring books, and before it was announced that we will be on lockdown, we went to the store and we bought coloring books for her. So if she doesn't know what to do, we always give her a coloring book so that she can color. The same applies to Duplo, to Play-Doh, and a slimy, I think it's called like the slimy thing. She has a pink slime and she's very happy, and I think it's something totally useless, but she gets entertained, so I'm not complaining. I just don't understand what's the purpose of that. When my daughter got bored, we did some face painting session and she loved it, and then she painted our faces, and I can't say that it was fun, but it was fun for her, and again she got entertained, she was not bored, so that's also another idea that you can try with your child. There are a lot of resources like Pinterest and YouTube, and you can also Google some ideas, but I find Pinterest the best when it comes to DIY ideas, so I really recommend that. And we even did some origami, which you have different levels of difficulties, and she really liked to do that as well. There are a lot of things that you can do at home if you open Pinterest and you just scroll through and you just type ideas or DIY ideas for children. You'll see there's so many things that you can do and you don't need much. So you don't have to be worried, you don't have to be scared. I know that it's long that we are going to be stuck at home, but it's for our good and we need to see it that way. It's just not only about us, and maybe it's good that we slow down, not only for the planet but also for us as people, to check our priorities and to actually think about what's really important in life. And for me, it's the family, it's the relationship, it's the spirituality, but also the peace. And work is also important. Now I work from home. I'm not going to lie that work is not important, but I think the inner peace and finding meaning in your life is the most important thing. And I think that's why we're here. Life is a journey. It's not about getting here, acquiring that, but it's about going through life, learning your lesson and growing, and not about getting somewhere. It's not something which is stagnant, it's always changing. So even when we're faced with this situation which is challenging, we can always try to find some positives and things to be grateful for. And for me right now, the fact that I can be with my family and every day I can appreciate the fact that I have a husband and I have a daughter and they're both healthy and well. It may seem for some people that it's not much, but for me it's really immense. It's not about having a house or having a car or having a designer bag. These things are perishable. Money cannot buy love and happiness, but if you have a person that is next to you at the times when you need it the most, if your children are happy, what more can you ask for? So I recommend that you find something that you can be grateful for every day. I think it's a great practice for the morning. When you get up, think about one thing that you're grateful for and you will feel immediately better. You can also read a book which is calming and relaxing, something light. What about reading some spiritual book? For someone it can be the Bible, for me it's anything from Eckhart Tolle or Byron Katie. And one of the books that I would recommend is Love is Letting Go of Fear. It's by Gerald C. Yampolsky. Maybe you can find it online and read it on your Kindle. Every day I read one chapter and I find it very calming. For example, yesterday I read this one which says, I can elect to change all thoughts that hurt. So that means that when I start feeling afraid or nervous or just stressed, I can stop, breathe in, breathe out, and take a distance from those thoughts. It's a practice that of course needs some time, but I think it's very beneficial and important to have also some food for soul. But it's very important to take care of yourself. Although you're thinking that you don't have time to take care of yourself because you have to work and you have the kids at home, if you don't take care of yourself, you won't manage it. It looks like this situation will last for several weeks, at least here in Switzerland. So I know that it's important to think about the others, but if you don't think of yourself, you will not last. Even if it means taking a hot bath at the end of the day, that also helps. Or a long shower, or just do your own pedicure or manicure. Whatever works for you, find time for yourself. And it doesn't matter how long that time is, the most important is to be present. When you have 2 or 5 minutes for yourself, just lock the door. Even if you're at the bathroom, just lock the door and just open the book and read several pages and just do that for yourself. I know even if the kids are there and like doing mama, 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 my daughter does it all the time, you need to take care of yourself, otherwise you will go crazy. You're a human person, you're not a robot, so you need to take care of yourself. I know I repeated it several times, but I think it's very important to say that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, click like and subscribe to this channel, and if you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell. Let me know in the comments below how you spend the time at home and what are the activities that you're doing with your children. I'm very curious to find out. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again in the next one.